Hey everyone, I'm Hannah Dennis, and we are going to continue this beautiful weekend that we have right now. In fact, we'll even see a couple of cooler nights. However, we do have a stormy week ahead of us, but it doesn't look like every day is going to be a stormy one. Now, we did get some storms last night, and you can see that the eastern part of the state did get a lot of rain from the rain that we had in the morning, and then we had some storms that decided to pop up over in the late evening hours, and throughout the entire day we had a cap in place that allowed us to keep away from these storms. However, it started to weaken in those late evening hours. A little line of storms popped up and it produced a couple of tornadoes. You can see they first started producing west of Atlantic, Iowa, and then it started moving east. You see there was another tornado that touched down a little south of Wyoda, and then there was another funnel cloud before all of these storms started to dissipate. So there was a little bit of severe storms last night, but we are getting a break from all of those for a little while. You can see here's our rain chances going into the next 7 days. Monday and Tuesday, those rain chances start to increase a little bit. We get a break Wednesday, then they come back Thursday and Friday, and then it looks like we could have a drier weekend going into the following weekend as well. But severe storms are going to be possible on Monday. You can see that a lot of us are in that level 1 risk for those storms that could pop up, and then the northwestern part of the state could have that level 2 risk. They have the higher chance of seeing those severe storms. Now, Tuesday's a little too far out, but it is possible that those storms could start popping up and become strong to severe in much of Iowa on Tuesday. So when we get closer to that day and we get more information, we will let you know about it. However, the main concern could be the rainfall. This is the excessive rainfall outlook for Monday. Much of Iowa is under that slight risk to receive excessive rain. That means we could be seeing a lot of rain, and that is not something that we need. We already have so many flooding problems right now across the state. This would just add to the problem, and unfortunately on Tuesday it doesn't change that much. You can see that slight risk is still there for that excessive rain for much of the state. So unfortunately the next couple of days going into that week are going to see those higher rainfall totals. In fact, this is going from Monday all the way to Thursday night. This is the futurecast of the rain. You can see that there is a lot of red, even some purple on here, and that means that's where those higher rain totals are going to be. And unfortunately, it looks like central Iowa is going to possibly see those higher rain totals, and that could start causing the rivers in central Iowa to get to those flooding stages. But for the next couple of days, we are going to be in some comfortable humidity levels. You can see that we are going to be in those areas Sunday, Monday, Tuesday morning. It starts to get a little muggy. Tuesday afternoon, that's when it's going to be pretty steamy outside, but we also have those storms coming through, so it's not going to be a day that you want to be outside anyways. And then we'll start going back down a little bit as we go into Wednesday, but the next couple of days are going to be so great to be outside, because tonight we're getting down to 57 degrees. That's pretty cool for this time of year. Those clouds are going to clear, the winds are going to calm down. It's going to be overall a pretty nice night. Tomorrow we're only getting up to 77 degrees, and it's going to be a great day. We're going to have mostly sunny skies. Those clouds are going to start to building a little later in the day, but for the most part you'll get a lot of sun, and we'll be in those 70s. We keep the 70s on Monday. However, that's when those storms start to return, and then Tuesday turns hot, turns really stormy, and you can see that trend for the rest of the week. We do get those 80s. Unfortunately, it looks like we could actually see a couple different rounds of rain on Thursday, which is the 4th, so that could rain out some of those festivities that people have going on for that day. But then we go into the following weekend, we get to dry out a little bit more, but then our temperatures start to rise right back up into those 90s. But it looks like we have a stormy week ahead going into this week.